What is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Garcella and welcome back to another video. Today, Nick No Sports episode 13. Hopefully that green screen is working. If it is not, I am still failing with the green screen. I'm trying to work it out, and if I do find a solution, I'll make sure to fix it as soon as possible. But for now, still working on that. So this video couldn't get started without the Toronto Maple Leafs, so without further ado, let's start with them. The Toronto Maple Leafs signed Michael Neuvirth, ex-Philadelphia goaltender and Capitals goaltender and everyone's goaltender for backup, to a professional tryout in September. We're going to have a chance to have Michael Neuvirth backing up Frederik Andersen, which for me is a big upgrade over Garrett Sparks or Michael Hutchinson or Kasimir Kasatkeo. I think he's a really good goaltender. He's been playing with the Philadelphia Flyers and a bunch of other teams from the NHL, so I'm really confident that he's going to be an outstanding goaltender for the Toronto Maple Leafs if he passes a professional tryout. We'll see. He played a year in another league, so we're going to have to see. Next up on the Maple Leafs hit list, it was David Clarkson. Also returned a 2020 4th-round pick, which was probably the best thing about this trade. Now, a lot of people will say that this trade was not good. I agree, but in ways. The reason that the Maple Leafs made this trade was all about Mitch Marner. It may not be big, but that $700K was giving a lot of value to Mitch Marner's contract. And when you think of Mitch Marner's contract, if his contract could be $10 million or $10.7 million, that's a big difference every season that he's going to be getting. So Garrett Sparks' contract, was it worth getting off the books? We're going to have to find out. Garrett Sparks is only 25, turning 26 next year. So he's still a young goaltender, and he could make his mark next season. The Leafs could regret this, but then again, once they place David Clarkson and Nathan Horton on LTIR next season, that will be off the books. And that $700K that was from Garrett Sparks will also be swept off the books and most likely put onto Mitch Marner's contract. And lastly, the Leafs trade Andreas Borgman, left defenseman, for right-handed defenseman Jaden Schmaltz. I believe I pronounced that. Yes, I did. I pronounced that right. So I think this was a really good trade as well. Just, again, not a huge trade. Andreas Borgman, he was injured the entire season. He didn't play a lot of games. Jaden Schmaltz didn't play a lot of games either in the NHL, was an AHL guy for the St. Louis Blues. So just a little bit more depth on the right defense, but, the more left defensemen we keep trading, the less and less left defensemen we get. So I think when it comes to left defenseman and right defenseman now, I think we're about even. So no more trades for left or right defensemen. Let's just keep our cool, at least for now. Yesterday night, the Toronto Blue Jays had a massive game as they were down 9-2, but they were somehow able to come back from that crazy game and went from 9-2 to 9-6. Then the Blue Jays had a massive 8th inning. They got 3 more runs. In the 9th inning. They tied it up. They went to extra innings. They made it to the 10th, and it was then in the bottom of the 10th when the Toronto Blue Jays finished off the Tampa Bay Rays 10-9. And even though the Blue Jays are not doing too well, I thought that game deserved a little bit of credit from how much trash they've been receiving this season. Well done, Blue Jays. All right, let's move on to a team that actually has a chance at making the playoffs this season. So, Toronto FC versus Cincinnati FC, the new team from the MLS that just joined last season. In that expansion, we lost Nicklas Hagelin, but, he's not a great defenseman. So, whatever. Nicklas Hagelin on Cincinnati FC for the first time and playing TFC for the first time since his transfer over to Cincinnati. So, what was TFC going to do against a team that was in last place and was not performing as well as an expansion named LAFC was last season? We're going to find that out right now. All right, so Toronto FC versus FC Cincinnati. Alejandro Pozuelo to kick this one off, and it got into dramatic fashion pretty quickly in this one as TFC was not afraid to get the dagger. A great header there for Omar Gonzalez, flicked up to Nick DeLeon. And with just 15 minutes into the game, Cincinnati USC down 1-0 as Toronto strikes first. within the first 15 minutes of this game. Let's just run through this one again. Omar Gonzalez with a gorgeous header. And this one, you're going to see right here, Nick DeLeon gets in a great position to just flick this one past the goaltender. Well done, Nick DeLeon. And it looks like we have ourselves a healthy 1-0 lead. But obviously, Toronto FC want to extend this lead. Could this be done on this counterattack? Trying to get that ball in at Schaffelberg. But this one stopped by the keeper. He puts this one out for a corner. And I must say, really nice shot by Schaffelberg. But the goaltender looked like he had it. It could have hit the crossbar. He didn't want to take that chance. 46 minutes in. Cincinnati coming in with an attack of their own. Stretching into the mid area of the box. Taking a shot on. And Westberg with an absolute gorgeous punch out to keep this one at 1-0 for his team. But it wasn't too long from then when Cincinnati made the biggest mistake of the game, trying to make a fancy move. They turned this one over, and TFC has a nice 4-on-3. Jozy Altidore. Hello, gorgeous shot by Jozy Altidore. Unable to stop that one was the keeper. Jozy Altidore in the 49th minute, almost 50th, has made this 2-0 for TFC. Probably his nicest goal this season so far. A little step back, turns this one to the side, and curls it around the keeper into the top right. Beautiful shot there by Jozy Altidore. Masterclass scoring by Jozy Altidore. But this one wasn't over yet, as Cincinnati wasn't out of this one. They didn't want to say goodbye. They were not waving the white flag, as they had an opportunity to score a goal here. Cincinnati on the counterattack, bringing in some heat. They pass this one inside, trying to get this one. Looked like it could have been a penalty, but it doesn't matter, as it's put away by the best player on the team of Cincinnati. That's his third goal of the season for Cincinnati FC. And just like that, 58 minutes left to go. Cincinnati makes it 2-1. Would that be enough for TFC to hold on to this one? Well, we'd have to find out, but what a gorgeous strike there. Unbelievable shot. Let's take a look at this one again. Right in that bottom right corner, off the toe. It's a beautiful little chip, and this one really could have been a penalty. It was a late challenge by Drew Moore, but it didn't hinder them at that moment, as it was a guaranteed goal for Cincinnati. Trying to get it here in the 85th minute. Can it happen? Westberg wasn't taking any chances, diving at a shot that could have easily been called out as a poor miss. 93 minutes left in the game. Westberg with a clutch stop on the cross into the box. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what the score would end at for TFC versus Cincinnati. Toronto FC beating Cincinnati 2-1 at home. So with that, Toronto now has 32 points in 23 games, but they remain in 8th place because New England won yesterday with a score, I believe, 3-0 or 3-1. It was something with the 3. I'm not too sure, but New England won. They got the 3 points as well, which puts them at 33 points in 23 games. So we're sitting behind New England, Montreal Impact, New York Red Bulls, and then I believe after that it's New York City FC and a bunch of teams that are a couple points ahead of us already, but we don't have to worry about them too much yet. The 3 teams that we have to worry about is New England, Montreal Impact, and the New York Red Bulls. And well, our next game is against the New York Red Bulls at Red Bull Arena. That's going to be a huge game. It's going to be on Saturday, August 3rd, and it'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You're going to want to catch this one, as this could depend who is making the playoffs or not. Alright guys, that is all I have to say for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos from me, as I will be posting them every weekend. And share this video with your friends and family by going down below, scrolling through those many platforms given up by YouTube. And you can select your platform, share it on your device. And that is all I have to say for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.